Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back to another video of DJ Spate's instructional videos. Today we're going to be showing you how to fish a shallow diving crankbait. So first, before anything, we're going to dive into color. Now, the color of your crankbait is very important, especially depending on what water clarity you have. See, right now I'm on Lake Lanier on this certain part, wherever the heck this is. It is very clear. You can see up to 6 foot down. So I would be throwing red, but I'll tell you why in a minute. The color is very important because very clear water, you're going to want a translucent color. So you're going to want a translucent bluegill, like this. If your forage is mainly bluegill, you're going to want a translucent shad. If it is basically shad, mostly shad forage. Now, if you're in stained water, you're going to want a solid color. So you're going to want a solid shad, which is basically white or silver with a black top. For very, very dingy, muddy, nasty water, you're going to want a blueback chartreuse or blackback chartreuse, depending on how bad it is. Please have a deep rattle in your crankbait, so you just use a Guggen Squad chartreuse blackback, because that is like the best thing you can use for very dingy, nasty, dirty water, if you want to throw a crankbait, which is the perfect time to, because you're about to see the fish catch in a minute. Next, show you what combo you're going to want to throw it on. You're going to want a medium heavy. I suggest something a little beefier than a jerkbait rod, but you can still use a jerkbait rod. It works just fine. I just say a little beefier than jerkbait rod because just in case if you get stuck up on a log or a tree somewhere, you're going to want that. I'm using a 6'6" medium heavy, something that's shorter so I can put my rod tip as close to the water as possible, which I'll show y'all in a minute why. And then you're gonna want 10-pound fluorocarbon or 20-pound braid. I wouldn't do 15-pound braid because the reason why I say 20-pound braid is if it rubs up against any logs or rocks, I don't want y'all's crankbait getting lost and you being angry and it being my fault, because it would be my fault. So like I said, 10-pound fluorocarbon so it can get down there as deep as it wants. Braid doesn't really affect how anything floats or sinks, just because its density is practically the same with water, but it does have a little bit of buoyancy, meaning like it'll stay on top of the water, but if something takes it under, there's no restraint on the thing that takes it under. That's why I don't fish with mono, because I hate monos. Now to fish this, of course you're going to just cast it out there. Good cast. This is the first retrieve. This is what I caught the fish on. You're going to run a reel just like this. If you hit any timber, let it up real quick, let it float, and then keep on reeling. Stop and go. Stop and go. Reel that sucker in. We're going to show you the same thing. You're going to want to put your rod tip all the way down so you can get as much depth as you can. You're going to reel it in slowly like this. Little burst and stop. I call this a successful instructional. We got ourselves a 12.5-inch largemouth bass. Let's go release him. Let's get our waterproof boots in the water and release this son of a gun. Alright, buddy. Oh man, he's sticky. Thank y'all for watching today's video. If you like these type of videos, comment down below what lure you'd like to see next, and yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say. Thank you for watching. Consider subscribing, and see you later.